Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got some more land for you. This one I'm calling San Diego County land. Just keep it nice and easy, right? So here's an actual picture. I took this picture. It's in the background, and it's got a nice palm tree on it, so I thought I'd run with this picture. It's 2.47 acres, and I'm asking $220,000 for this one. I've mailed everybody in San Diego County that owns vacant land, at least the ones in the front half of the county, the side of the county I care about, is at least 6 times I've made them offers. Sometimes even as many as 10 times I've made these people cash offers before they actually come in and say, okay, I'll sell it to you. Luke, stop making your crazy offers on my land. By doing that, I systematically go through everybody that's got property and I see who's willing to sell at the best price. And you say the best price, Luke, how do you get the best price? I systematically make offers to everybody. And these are the properties I get back. I got this one. So let's take a look at this property. It's on RealVacantLand.com. It's got my little name and number if you want to call me. If you look it up on the markets, it's the realtor is Andy Crane who's working on this one. He'll answer all kinds of questions, do paperwork, whatever for you too, run it through title company, and go meet you at the property, walk you through it. So these are the pictures that I took. These are not very good quality pictures, but they're my pictures. And a lot of the properties we sell don't have pictures at all. I just bought a fancy camera I'm excited about. I'm going to go off on a little tangent. I bought a fancy Matterport camera, and everybody says it doesn't work outside, and everyone just does it inside. I'm like, wow, come on. It's got to work. I saw some people shooting their pool in their driveway, and there's got to be a way to get the Matterport to work. If you don't know what Matterport is, it's a 3D image. You basically make a hologram of the property and you can walk through it, and the fancy part of it is the software more than the camera, but the camera and the software put together, and you can go in there and you can measure down to 1% the accuracy, the topography of the property. Or in a kitchen you could see if my fridge fits in that cutout in the cabinets or not before you even go to the house and take a look at it, whatever it is you might want to measure. Is my wheelchair going to fit through these doors? Nope, not wheelchair friendly house. Get me out of here. You can measure that kind of stuff in the tour. We can't do that with these pictures. So one day, hopefully someday, I hope to have Matterport tours of lots of these properties. And then when people are asking for a survey, I'm like, I got something better. Here's a Matterport. And you can go walk the whole property in 3D in your underwear from the other side of the world, and nobody will care. You can look at it anytime, day or night. Say, honey, check this out. Or hubby, take a look at this. Or kids, look at this. Look what we could do here. In this particular spot, we could put the house. We could put the driveway over here. We could plant our orchard over here. My favorite whatever kind of tree over there. And, you can paint the picture and go for it without actually going to visit the property. And I think that'll make it a lot easier to describe these properties. It'll kind of cut me out of the whole picture. But that's okay too. I love technology. It'll make it easy to show these properties. So someday I think you're going to be looking at these things in Matterport. I don't think it's that far out because I just got a newer camera that might even be better that could shoot in the middle of the day. So I could go out and this is going to be one of the properties that's in range for me to go shoot. And so hopefully the next presentation of this property will have this thing in 3D and we'll be able to walk through it. Kind of like Street View, but higher definition and the whole property instead of just out front. Okay, so here's pictures of it, and there's nice views all over the area. There's some mountains back here, and if we get some more views, you'll see these big mountains and hills and greenery for San Diego County kind of greenery. Some trees, bushy trees, rolling hills, 2.5 acres. I mean, you could have a horse here, you could have your dogs here, you could have your chickens. There's old irrigation. This is all rotted out, but it's just an idea that you can actually irrigate this property because it's got a water line. It's got a water hookup, city water. City water's nice big one. This looks like an old backflow meter, but it's there and you can hook into it. 1.5 inch, so it's 1.5 inch water. Residential lots of times is 5/8 or 3/4. This is 1.5 because it's out in the country, so you can feed the animals, you can feed the bushes, you can feed the all the landscaping and everything better than a 5/8 or a 3/4 like a lot of the residential. This is a nice big chunk of water. And I mean that's in San Diego County. This thing is like I mean, you're probably talking 30, 40, 50 grand to get one of these put on the property. That's what I'm talking about here. Like that kind of increase in value to have one of these already there. So here's one of the driveways. There's 2 driveways to get into this. This driveway, I mean, you can use it, but you can't use it for a building permit because there's like an easement that goes, the city's got a 1 foot wide easement that goes along here. It says you can't drive across it. It's like, yeah, people still drive across it. So you can't get a building permit to drive in from this road, but the other driveway is just fine. I'll show you the other driveway too. So here's a power line. You can kind of see up over my head. Here's a power line that runs down this side street on the other side of that 1 foot easement I was talking about. And yeah, there's street view. This is my pictures, but there's street view from the one side street here. This is the one side street going into the property. This is the actual property. So this is like going up off, and then there's an old paved driveway here. You can drive. There's a bunch of brush on the property. Someone's been cutting brush and dumping piles of brush on the property. You know, a chipper could run through that pretty quick. There's some neighbors' fences and different views. Was this? Yeah, so here's a nice view. I like these mountains. These mountains were beautiful when I was out there. It's kind of a cloudy day when I was out there. But these mountains are just, yeah, some nice majestic mountains off to it would have been to the east of this property. There's a lot of peppercorn, California peppercorn in the area. Yeah, you get the idea. Lots and lots of, yeah, some more of that brush. Some rocks on the property. A lot of it's just dirt. And back around to the tree where we started. Now there's a power line on this part of the property too. There's different places to hook up to a power line. Okay, so I think I went all the way around. So a bunch of pictures. Here, let's look at the map from above. So let's blow out. Let's see where we're at first, and then we'll zoom back in. So we're in San Diego County. I lost, oh, okay, we're over here. So here's Escondido. Escondido's over here, property's over here. San Diego is down here. This is San Diego, Escondido property. So let's zoom back into the property. This is Valley Center. This is the backside of Valley Center. There's a Valley View Hotel and Casino. So the access to this thing, let's figure it out. You kind of go around. So here's Paradise Mountain. I think this is the way that I took. Yeah. So I think I went in this way. Google Maps takes you in and eventually gets you out over to the property. And so here's Santee Lane. I think the address is Santee Lane, but it's actually on El Norte Vista. And so this road here, let's blow it up. So this road is improved up to this driveway. See this driveway here? These guys got a building permit or whatever, and they had to improve the road. So the road's been improved up to there. But to get a building permit on this property, you need to improve the road from here to here. So, and it needs to be like a certain distance and grade. And there's pavement on it, but it's like washed out. It's got to be, just the road's got to be fixed up from the driveway to here. So it's just fix it up like you would fix up your driveway, but to county standards. It's got to be a little bit wider than a driveway. You just fix it up a little bit wider than a driveway to here, and then you can get building permit on it. These other ones were built a long time ago, and yeah, it's the same thing with this property. I was involved in this property in the past, and some of the other ones in the neighborhood, different deals from the past. So you just have to improve road. So it's restricted to build on until you improve that road. So you got to improve the road as part of your building plan. And then we zoom in on the property. There's that driveway I was talking about that comes in from over here. So here's the road. You can do street view over here. And the driveway comes in this way. There's power line over here. And there's a power line here as well to feed the property. And this goes to the neighbor's property. So the neighbor's driveway is there. And then there's, yeah, so there's the property. So it's a nice big chunk of property. Feel free to go out there, take a look at it, call me if you want, or call the realtor, call Andy Crane. And there's like a wash down here in the corner, but a lot of it is pretty sound. Like you could use to build on, and you could set up your animal animal structures and everything else. It's not like classic San Diego cheap land that's just helicopter access and crazy topography. I get lots of those. I don't deal with those. Like this is one of the cheapest, like reasonable properties that came in, and this is San Diego County. Like you could put manufactured homes. Some of these guys are doing manufactured homes. Some of them are building homes, and you can run with it. You can have 2.5 acres and go make it your own. Okay, so let's get out of there. We've got some more information on the website. We've got comparables, so go look at the comps. I priced this thing to be cheapest in the area, cheapest one around, cheapest of anything of this class, right? Classic rulevacantland.com style land sales. But go look at the comps and see if you can find somebody that beats me, because things change all the time. But I doubt you will. And when you see this one as the cheapest one in the area by looking at the comps, call Andy Crane. He's the realtor on there. You'll see his phone number and his picture and everything else. He'll go tour you through it. I don't think the buy now is set up on here. Maybe it's $500. Says, yeah, I want to go for it. We're going to go get it into title. I'm going to have you do paperwork, the realtor. And then, asking $220,000 and 2.5 acres. And here's all kinds of information. Here's an address of the street. There's no actual number. You got to start building to get a number. A legal description, GPS. You hit that GPS, give you driving directions out to the property. And zoning R1, taxes are like $1,000 a year basically. Valley Center Water District. And you have to figure out a septic. There's no sewer. You'd have to figure out septic. And what else does it say? Yeah, that's the basic story of this property. Nice, solid, cheap, easy piece of property in San Diego County, Valley Center. Cheapest one around. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith. See you in the next one. Bye.